good morning, good morning, beautiful angels. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you willing to play full out today? Yes. Are you willing to have a lot of fun today? Okay, because I want you present, very present. In fact, if you can get a pen and a paper, because you are going to write some things down today. There's a magical thing that happens. Sometimes we hear all this information, but if we don't write that down and don't imprint that into our subconscious, anything that you learn within 2 days, you forget 84% of that information. So anything that you receive, even though you understand, you want to write it down. Today, we're focusing mainly on reading the energy of another person, reading the energy of the room, reading the energy of what is happening around. Okay. So, talking about energy, let's all come to the same level of our energy space. And let's begin this with a 60 seconds of laughter yoga. So, for 60 seconds, we're going to laugh from our diaphragm, right? Because your body cannot tell the difference between a fake laughter and a real laughter. It's going to be really fun. And I want you to laugh as loud, as deep from a diaphragm as possible for 60 seconds. So, this is a good time to unmute yourself because I want to hear every single one of you. And let's create this beautiful space so we all start on the same energy level. 1, 2, take a deep inhale in. 3, go. Ah! Laugh until your abs hurt. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Notice where you feel, notice where you are right now. Notice if your energy has shifted. And if you could grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, where are you now versus just 1 minute ago? See, with just a few seconds of laughter, you can shift to a different vibration where you can attract the very amazing things you're trying to manifest every day. It takes 60 seconds because when we ask for things that we want in our lives, we have to be aligned with that vibration. And this is a good time to ask for gifts in your life, right? We got an 8 and a 9. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, we're focusing on the reading energy. How can you read the energy of a person or a space to the best of your ability? And the simplest way you can do that is by feeling, by being in touch with your feelings. Because to read another person's energy, you have to be in touch with your physical and emotional body. That is the gift that you have within you. So I want to know how many empaths, like huge empaths, we have in the group. You know, when you're able to feel a person from a mile away, you can look at a picture and you can feel that person. I got a few right here. And those of you who are like, oh, I'm not an empath, I don't feel people, that is actually a misconception because every single person is an empath if they have a soul. But what happens is as we go through life and we go through a lot of turmoil, as a form of protection, we block ourselves from feeling. So it doesn't mean that you can't feel. It's just a little scary for you to feel because last time you allowed yourself to feel, it hurt. Does that make sense? So I truly believe that every single person is an empath. Some of us are open and want to love because to be able to love another, you have to be open to receive that as well. Okay. For those of you who are not huge empaths, we might open that channel today. So I apologize in advance, but also going to teach you how to maneuver through it. And that's what we're going to do in the next few weeks. So don't be afraid of it. So, to read another person's feelings or to read another person's energy space, we're going to do a quick exercise, right? So, for just a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. It's going to be really quick. And for a moment, I want you to think about your mom. Bring your mom into your awareness and notice what feelings arise in your body, in your physical body, and your emotional body. Do your muscle feel relaxed or tense? How do you feel emotionally when you think about this person? The very person that gave you life. Beautiful. Now open your eyes. And notice that just by bringing that person into your awareness, you're able to tap into that energy. And what you felt right now was a combination of every experience you've had with that person, every interaction you had with the person your entire life. For some of you, might be a form of jolly if you have a great relationship, if your mom happens to be a best friend. If your mom happens to be your teacher, then maybe the emotions that arise could be some of frustration or unease or something like that. They're all perfectly fine. But what you felt right now is a combination of every experience you've been through with this particular person to this point in your life. Are you with me so far? Right? But that experience, that feeling, that is literally our perception. So depending on what the relationship we have with this person, we automatically assume that their energy is a certain level because that's what they trigger within us. Does that make sense? Okay. So now let's do another one. So close your eyes. And now I want you to think of your best friend, that person that you look forward to seeing every single day if you could. And notice how your body feels now. Do you notice a difference? Does it make you relaxed or excited? Does it make you tense? Does it make you edgy? What do you feel? What energy does this person have according to your feelings? Beautiful. Open your eyes. Do you notice the difference? Yeah, huge difference, right? So you, even though if you're aware of or not, you were able to read that person's energy according to your perception. And I'm saying according to your perception because there are always exceptions to the rule. Take, for example, Oprah. How many of you like Oprah? Right? Raise your hand. Are you familiar with Oprah? Yes? No? Okay. The internationals, maybe not so much. The ones from the mainland, you're probably familiar with it. So even Oprah, the amount of work, the amount of amazing things that she's done so for so many people, inspiring so many people, there are also a good amount of people who did not resonate with her work. She's also had a good amount of people that didn't like her, right? So can you really tell if Oprah's energy is high vibrational or great or not? Right? Now you understand how everything that we feel about a person is our perception. So if you happen to have done a lot of your work and healed a lot of your wounds and you feel great about yourself, all of a sudden you look around and you see people at a higher vibration or you feel them a high vibration than you would have had otherwise if you didn't do the work. Does that make sense? And the reason I wanted to bring this, and this download came to me last night, and I thought it was very important because a lot of times we do work on like, oh, this person has low vibration. I don't want to be around them. This location doesn't have good vibration. I don't want to be around that. And what I'm sharing with you today is the fact that a lot of what we perceive, it is just that, our perception, according to experiences we've had up to this point in our lives. right? If your entire life nobody has ever lied to you, are you going to trust everybody that comes around? Probably yes, right? But if you've been lied to, especially for first 7 years of your life, then you're going to have a hard time trusting somebody else until you heal that wound. Are you with me so far? Okay, beautiful. So now that we understand this part, every single one of you is able to feel the energy of a person or the environment just by tapping into your feelings. If you don't have a great communication with your physical body or your emotional body, now is the time to enhance that. And the journey that we're going to go on today, for those of you who are here, I want to do something special. And that's something I only do 101 with people that I work with. I got the permission to upgrade you to more higher spirit guides that are going to raise your intuition. Right? So we all have a team. You know, when you get that gut feeling like, oh, do this or do that, those are our spirit guides are guiding us all the time. And most people have anywhere from 3 to 9. So we're going to upgrade to a higher team. Therefore, your intuition is going to rise. So that is my gift to you for today. Now, I want to do something really, really special. Catherine's like, oh, I've got upgraded last time. I remember what I felt like. Beautiful. Okay, so all of you are going to get to experience that today. The next best thing on how to read a person's energy, and this is actually our first category, you can write it down, is by looking into somebody's eyes. Many of you know that our eyes are the window to the soul. In fact, when you look at a person's eyes, if you can focus just for a few seconds to look into their left eye, you can read what that person's been through just like that. And if you have a soul connection with that person, you'll probably see lifetimes that you've been together in many different roles. Right? So eyes are the window to the soul. And when you meet a person, they will have a hard time keeping eye contact with them. It's usually one of the two things, and neither one of them is something that you want to keep in your life, because when a person can't look into your eyes, they're either hiding something or they don't feel comfortable with who they are. A person who owns who they are, who knows who they are, who accepts who they are, will look you straight into the eyes without even losing eye contact for long periods of time. You're never going to meet a confident person that can't look you straight into the eye. And that is actually the first lesson in business, to build that strong handshake and the eye contact when you do so. It's so, so powerful. Because what is confidence is our ability to own who we are and stand in our true power. That's what confidence is. It's not something you can buy at Walmart or 7-Eleven. It's something that you own is by getting to know who you are. Therefore, you're confident. So eye contact. So what I want to do right now is I want to break you guys into rooms and give you a few seconds, like if you can time it for 60 seconds, to literally stare in each other's eyes. And if you can come closer to the camera, so you're only going to do it with one other person. And you're going to look into each other's eyes for 60 seconds with no words, be so present and get to know who the other person is. And after 60 seconds, you will share with each other what you saw and what you read about that person. And you'll be surprised how really good you're at this. Okay? All right. How is that experience? Anybody wants to share the accuracy of what you're able to read in a person you've never met before? A complete stranger? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I felt it was accurate what Kira said about me, but it was all nice things, so it's easy to accept that. And I was wondering, because when I looked into her eyes, it was difficult with the camera, because
Mm.
either I look into the camera or the eyes, but it worked anyway.
We communicate so much with just our field. You're in the vicinity of a person. That is actually the second part of what I'm going to share with you today is reading the energy of a person without even have to touch them or be close to them. You can feel somebody. I mean, you can feel my energy through Zoom, right? You sense my energy, my essence, just by connecting with me. So it is easier to do it in person, but I want you to have that example, right? Because if you don't practice what you learn, by tomorrow, you're going to forget what I shared with you today. So I want you to have that experience. And isn't that interesting for some of you who did not think that you were an energy reader before, how much you're able to see and understand about a person just by gazing into their eyes? It's amazing, right? So that is the first part is if you want to read a person, the quickest and the fastest way you can is by looking them straight into the left eye. That is the window to the soul, not the right eye, the left eye. You want to read a person quickly like that, just make the eye contact and you'll know everything you need to know. And your body will tell you, right? If that person is very different and it's not aligned with your energy space or they're in a very bad place, your muscle are going to tense up. You notice that when you spend time with a person and you feel relaxed and you feel home, it feels easy, and then you're in the vicinity of another person, you're like all tied up. Like so your body communicates all the time, your emotions communicate all the time. And now we get to the second part of reading the energy. What I want you to do and become really a master of, it's noticing what other people trigger in you energy wise. So write that down. What others trigger in you energy wise. Because it's not so much about how is another person's energy, it's what that energy brings out in you. We all have different colors. We all have different personalities. We all have different sides of ourselves. And certain people bring out certain qualities about us, but we have them all, right? Are you with me so far? So when you with a person, whether it's a person that you know or a complete stranger, notice what things they bring out in you. Do they bring out in you joy? Do they bring out in you insecurities? Do they bring out in you certain level of anxiety? And you can stay at that level and say, okay, their energy is this way. I can be around this person because their energy is this way. And that is okay. When you're at the beginning of your growth, you want to protect your energy field as much as possible. If protection of your energy field is your number one priority, then what I invite you to do is surround yourself and spend time with people that you feel good in their energy field. Whether it's friends, family members, mentors, whatever that person is that makes you feel good, makes you feel like home. You don't know what is about this person, you just love being in their presence. So you surround yourself with those people, right? The 3 to 5 people that you spend most time with, have them be those people that bring out the best energy in you. Now, if your soul growth is your priority, then I invite you to once in a while come out of that cocoon and expose yourself to another person that might bring in you energies that don't feel that good. Because here's the key, every time you're exposed to somebody that brings out in you something that is not that peaceful, love, and light version of you, now it's your chance to heal that. So let's say you meet a person and you don't know why, but you just feel so like irritated around them. Now this is a gift. That person is simply a messenger because they show you that there is that irritation within you. Can I love it? Can I accept it? Can I forgive it? Can I accept that that is part of me as well? And once you do that, the energy dissipates. I always say, don't shoot the messenger. If somebody triggers something and you say thank you because this is a gift, it came to the surface, that means that energy is within me as well. So I can't point fingers and say, oh, this person is making me feel this way, because that person would never make you feel a certain way unless that magnet is now within you to attract the very person. Are you with me so far? So what I want you to do is become so responsible about everything that you have in your life. The energies that you attract, the people that you attract, all of it is your responsibility. And that is the beauty of it. If you're in this soul or self mastery evolution, then I will form a cocoon of 3 to 5 people that make you feel so good and spend most of the time with them. And once in a while, open the door to a new energy that comes in that doesn't make you feel that good. And whatever comes to the surface, now you get to use every modality that you have, your favorite modality, to heal that. That means doing a journey, doing a clearing, whatever it is that you love to do to heal that within yourself. Forgiveness, it's probably one of the quickest modalities to do that. If somebody, you're around that person and all of a sudden you feel this tension or this anxiety or this irritation. You're like, okay, can I forgive myself? Whatever this is coming from, can I forgive myself that sometimes I get irritated and I get annoyed and I feel that anger? Can I forgive that about myself? Can I love that? Because that's what makes me human, right? If you're happy all of the time, how would you know you're happy? Sometimes you feel sadness and sometimes you feel irritation and you need the whole bouquet. That ultimately we thrive to be happy. We're at that 0 point most of the time. So as much as we want to be mindful of the energies around us, if that energy is within us, we will attract it around us. And you'll notice how certain people attract certain people. You look around your friends, how you have certain people that just attract the same kind of, drama people or happy people, whatever it is, whatever category you have. So I invite you to be a master that any energy that comes to the surface between you and another person, it's either a gift or a lesson. And if it's a lesson, let's take that lesson, thank the messenger for bringing that side of us to the surface that now we can clear, accept, heal, and forgive. Is that clear enough? Is it understandable enough? Is it easy enough? I don't know about easy. It's easy if we let the small ego on the side that we're like, no, my main goal is to come back to my light, to activate my light and be the purest version that I can be in every possible way, right? If that is not the goal, then the small ego will make it difficult. So just be aware of that. And the third category is feeling the energy of a space. How many of you have traveled to other countries? Raise your hand. Let me know. A lot. Okay. So have you noticed when you go to a country that has been through a lot of wars, there's a certain energy in the air, even decades after that. Have you noticed that? When you go to an island where there hasn't been any wars, people have just been having a great time for decades, the energy is different. Okay. So you can read the energy of a complete country, of a location. Your body always tells you if something has happened there, right? When you go to a country there's been a lot of wars and you visit, it's beautiful, but there's just some heaviness about it. And the heaviness could be souls that have been killed and haven't been sent to the light. So they're still in this dimension. It makes it hard for us to breathe because those souls need to go to the light. Without a body, those souls don't belong in this realm. Right? So as light workers, we could do a lot of that work to send them to the light when they come to the surface. But the energy stays there even if the person has long gone. It could stay there like somebody comes into your house and sits on the chair and they're going through a lot of stuff and you sit in that chair and you feel all of it. So it's very imperative to clear our space. Now, reading a person by their location, by their environment. So this is where it gets fun. So let's say you go into somebody's home or you meet somebody. There's a very high correlation to the chaos in a person's mind and heart and the chaos in their home. So if you want to know if the person has their stuff together, ask them to open the car trunk. The car trunk is filled with all kinds of stuff, hasn't been cleaned in a while. There is chaos, there's stuff that you haven't used in a while. That means that has to be cleared, and automatically what's going on inside you gets cleared as well. So when you walk into somebody's home or space or office, you can tell a lot about that person by simply reading the energy of the environment. For me, I specifically cannot sit down and work or do anything if there's clutter around. If my place is not organized, aligned, it doesn't feel right. I can't live in chaos and clutter and things around. I can live with it for a couple of hours, but that's not my normal alignment of how I feel inside or in my mind, right? So you can tackle that from both sides. If there's a lot of chaos here, then you can begin by clearing your environment, and all of a sudden this is going to feel better. Or if this is a line and the house is chaos, you're not going to feel good. You want to get out or clean it. That's why decluttering, organizing is so important, because everything outside of us is a reflection of how we are inside. And that goes for your home, that goes for your relationship, that goes for everything. What you feel and what's going on here and here, look around. So you want to read a person really well, notice their environment. And you don't even have to go to their house, like you go to a coffee shop. Did they come in and just lay out all their stuff and make like a really comfortable cocoon? Great. Then this person knows how to set their boundaries, and no matter where they go, they're going to bring their kingdom with them. Right? When I go to a coffee shop, I got my stand, I got my tea, I took over the whole table like it's my little living room. I made my little cocoon. So I'm like, this is my space and I'm going to take it all because it's mine for this time being. So notice the environment that every person creates around, whether it's their home or they're a few hours in one location. Notice how they are. Do they come in, they barely touch anything? Are you the kind of person that goes to sleep and your bed looks like it hasn't been touched? Then maybe it's time to learn to take your space, take your power back. You want to be so full in your energy that when you walk into the room, people feel it. When you sleep in that bed knows you slept on it. You can tiptoe around, but then if you tiptoe around the bed where wherever you go, that means you're tiptoeing around your life too. Are you afraid of confrontation? So there's a lot of things that you can read about a person just by noticing their environment. Do they come in and make this space like it belongs to them? Or they tiptoe around? Do they come in and they're loud, they're expressive, or are they quiet, trying not to get attention to themselves? There's no good and bad, it's just choice. You go into somebody's house. Is the circulation flowing, or is there a lot of stuff everywhere? You just have to find what is that perfect cocoon for you. I used to be in a relationship with a person who would leave stuff everywhere. It's like complete opposite than me. And for me, it would give me like, I feel anxious. I feel like there's no clean corner that I can think because it was so much going on. Like, I don't like having a lot of items around. But for another person, having a lot of items around might feel like home. There's no good and bad, it's just a choice. So find out what is that environment for you and become so relentless at creating that you get to live in the energy space that is yours and feels good. So whatever that is, you get to make that choice today. I'm going to arrange my closet, my home, my life, my relationships according to what feels good to me. There's no good or bad, there's only a perception. And just one thing before we go on our journey. When you looked into each other's eyes, did you notice how present you had to be with that person? Without any distractions, without having to talk, without any of that, how present and in the moment you had to be able to read that person. I invite you from this day on to be so present in anything that you do. It doesn't matter if you're washing dishes, doesn't matter if you're holding a call with your clients, it doesn't matter any activity. Be so fully present that you give 100% of you. Otherwise, don't even bother doing it. I invite you to have that level of self mastery. And I want you to write this down before we go on a journey. Be so fully present, so fully present in the now, that happiness is the only choice. When you can master being so present in anything that you do, there is no worry, there is no anxiety, there is no fear, there is no sadness, because you're not thinking about the past or the future. You're so in the now. Right now, in this moment, nothing else matters. I'm focused on this particular thing and I'm going to make the best out of it. How can you make washing dishes the most amazing experience of your life, even if you don't like it? I don't like washing dishes, but I make the best out of it. So when I'm there, I'm like committed. Beautiful. So y'all ready to go on the journey? Yeah, let's do it. So, this moment, I invite you to take the deepest inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest, fill up your throat. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, sigh it all out. All the thoughts, ideas, expectations, worries, things that came to the surface, let it all go now. One more time, take a deepest inhale in. Sip a little bit more into your chest. Sip a little bit more into your throat. Open your mouth, let it all out. There it all go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. At this time, I invite you to slow down your breathing. And with every inhale, imagine this beautiful iridescent light filling up every part of your body, relaxing every muscle, every fiber, every cell. And with your exhale, you let go of any thoughts, ideas, analyzing, worries, anything that is coming to the surface now. In fact, in your mind's eye, I invite you to place all the thoughts, all the things that you have to do, all the chores, place them in this paper bag. And in your mind's eye, open the door and leave them behind the door. Beautiful. Give yourself this space to be here now, so fully present. So fully present in this moment. The happiness is your only choice. Give yourself this freedom to be here now. Beautiful. Notice what it feels like to catch that space between your thoughts, that void. That space that feels like it's an eternity. We get caught up into following this linear time of our system. And it's important to remember to come back to our light, where the time is infinite. You can be here and everywhere at the same time. So be so present, here and everywhere. So fully in and out. With the assistance of your spirit guides, I ask to clear any energies, any blocks, any resistance, anything that is not aligned with your higher self. Transmute it to love and light. Begin to notice your eyelids becoming tighter and tighter. Relax your jaw. Relax every muscle in your eyes. You begin to notice your heart slowing down. You begin to notice the blood circulating through your veins slowing down. And for today's journey, let's place our angelic self in charge that will receive exactly what is right for us. So we set the intention, we give permission, and we allow our angelic self to get the clearing, healing, enhancement that is right for us. No more, no less. Or you can simply say yes to what Veronica said. And there's nothing more you need to do. Simply allow yourself to experience. We ask to bring our brainwave frequency to 3.5. Today's past. Tomorrow is 1,000 miles away. And you're here now feeling so good. So peaceful. As you find yourself in your mind, notice on the elevator door right in front of you, there's a gold elevator door. In a moment, the elevator door will open and you'll begin to move down. You notice the golden elevator door opens now. Go ahead and step into the elevator. As the door closes, you begin to move down really fast, going from your head, through your throat, through your chest, all the way down to your heart. The elevator door opens. And you step into the tiny space of your heart. Notice what it feels like to be in your heart. So fully present with your feelings, with your senses. And with every inhale, imagine breathing in straight into your heart, allowing your heart to get filled with the highest vibration of love. And with every exhale, any emotions that rise to the surface, any pain, we ask it to dissipate away. So with every inhale, breathe in this loving light, allowing your heart to expand more and more and more. Feel the amount of love you can hold in your beautiful heart. Take it all in. Feel the entire heart. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. It's all yours. The nourishing, motherly love. The highest vibration of love, let it all in. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. And notice how amazing and overwhelming it is to bathe in this love. That is yours to keep. In a moment, you're going to notice a beautiful magical carpet. You're going to step on the carpet. We're going to begin to travel to higher dimensions. I'm going to count to 3. 1. You see the beautiful magical carpet. So colorful, so vibrant. Right there in front of you. Ready to take you on a journey. 2. You're getting so close. You feel the excitement, the openness, the ability to go so deep. 3. Go ahead and lay down on this carpet now. Feeling more relaxed than you've ever felt in your entire life. We're going to slowly begin ascending to higher dimension, moving up to the fourth dimension. Where we're still able to hear other people's thoughts. That is the power within you that you can tap into anytime you choose. Moving higher to the fifth dimension. Where you're able to feel another from miles and miles and miles away. Moving higher to the sixth dimension. This complete void all around. And notice how much of this void you're able to light up with your own light. In fact, we ask to fill your body with more of your angelic light, to know what it feels like, to hold more of your pure light. Very good, very good, very good. And with every dimension that we move higher, we begin to lose track of the physical body. Fully immersing into sensing our energy and the energy around. And becoming one with everything. Moving higher to the seventh dimension. Here we can ask for enhancement of our physical body. We ask the energy to enhance our flexibility, our strength, our endurance, our health, for our highest good. Moving higher to the eighth dimension. Feeling the infinity within you and around you. Where do you begin and where do you end? Where are you one with everything? Moving higher to the ninth dimension. If there's a part of your small ego that's still bothering you with thoughts, let's leave our small ego in this dimension for purification. You can pick it up on the way down. Any thoughts, any ideas, anything that comes to you from the small ego, simply place them here now. Moving higher to the 10th dimension. Moving higher to the 11th dimension, you get to experience the light within you. Feeling the lightness, the euphoria, the vibration of the angelic realm all around you. That is the purity within you. That is the purity we recognize in another. That is your life. Moving higher to the 12th dimension. Moving higher to the 13th dimension. Moving higher to the 14th dimension. Let's activate our ability to have so much fun in everything that we do. And with the assistance of your spirit guides, I ask to raise the alignment between you and our child, you adult, you higher self, and the divine to 100% for your highest good. Beautiful. Moving higher to the 15th dimension. To the 16th dimension. To the 17th dimension. To the 18th dimension. And arriving to the 19th dimension now. With the assistance of your spirit guides and the angels of light and the higher powers of the universe. I ask to identify any dark light spirit guides and transmute them to light. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your guidance. We ask to send them to the light now. For your highest good. With the assistance of your spirit guides and all the angels of light, we ask to upgrade you to 9 more spirit guides of pure light. They're perfect for you, to give you guidance, to raise your intuition, to help you on your journey, to help you read energy with ease and grace. Now, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I ask to raise your adaptability to your guidance and your ability to hear, to sense and follow the guidance for your highest good to 100%. I ask to raise your compatibility to your spirit guides to 100% for all time frames for your highest good. Yes, to raise your intuition level to 100% for all time frames for your highest good. Yes, to raise your ability to read your energy, the energy of others, and the energy of any space to 100% for your highest good. Yes, to raise your vibration higher for your highest good. Yes, to raise your self love, self worth, self value, confidence level, joy level, and love index to 100%. I ask to raise your biofield alignment to 100%. I ask to raise your ability to stand in your own power, to speak your truth, speak from the heart, say the right thing at the right time, and always be understood to 100% for the highest good of all. I ask to raise the alignment between your humanness and your light to 100% for all time frames and all dimensions of the reversal for your highest good. I ask to raise your abundance level and your prosperity level to 100%. If there is any other enhancement or gift you would like to receive, you can simply ask for it now. And I set the intention that anything that you ask for comes to you in the most magical way for the highest good of all. Very good. I ask that you receive the exact energy and codes that are perfect for you now. To keep your energy aligned and to prosper in every area of your life for your highest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In a moment, we're going to begin descending. And we set the intention that any dimension we pass through will receive the exact downloads, enhancement, activation they're right for us at this point of our soul evolution. And we ask to raise our physical body's adaptability to all this enhancement with ease and grace to 100%. We slowly begin to descend to the 18th dimension, 17th dimension, 16th dimension, moving down to the 15th dimension, 14th dimension, 13th dimension, 12th dimension, 11th dimension. You remember to recognize the purity and the light in those around you with ease and grace as you recognize it within yourself. Moving down to the 10th dimension, to the 9th dimension. If you want to pick up your small ego, go ahead and do it now. If you want to leave it here for a little longer, go ahead and do so. Moving down to the 8th dimension. Remember that anything you set your mind to, it's already yours. As there are infinite possibilities to what you can do, be, accomplish, and experience. And we ask that your life is filled with beautiful, magical synchronicities of love, abundance, health, and the ability to make a difference in the world. Moving down to the 7th dimension. Let's thank our beautiful bodies for holding our soul. Let's thank our arms, our legs, our organs, our tippy toes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful vessel, for allowing me to be here now and enjoy this gift of present. That is truly a gift. Moving down to the 6th dimension. Notice how much brighter your light is now, and how much of this void can you light up with your own light, with your own pureness, with your heart. Moving down to the fifth dimension, we ask to open your ability to feel another, and read another person's energy or the room with ease and grace for the highest good of all. Moving down to the fourth dimension, when we can read another person's thoughts, we become more aware of our thoughts. And from now on, let's raise our ability to have only positive thoughts, empowering thoughts for all time frames and all dimensions, the reversal for the highest good of all. Let's set the intention that we only allow pure thoughts in our life, in our minds, in our field. Slowly moving down to the third dimension, to the physical body, to the now. We ask to send a spiritual message to every person in your life, including pets, plants, and people you're about to meet, that your energy has shifted. That you are more in your authentic energy and power now, so they can recognize you. And we ask Mother Earth to bring a column of light from the crystalline center, grounding only our energy in. We ask to clear out the people's energies from our space. We ask to retract only our energy in and ground only our energy in. Come back home to us. And now that we've created all this space, let's feel in the void of the purest energy of your soul. Allow your own light, your own authentic energy to come back to you now. Feeling grounded, safe, and alert. Feeling grounded, safe, and alert. Feeling grounded, safe, and alert. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, notice what it's like to be in your body now, in this present moment. Stretch your entire body from your tippy toes to your fingertips. Beautiful, beautiful. Give yourself a big old hug, or bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. And open your eyes when you're ready. Notice your essence. Notice the essence of the room around you, of your home, of the city. When you're ready, let's bring the right thumb in front of us and draw the infinity sign as far on the peripherals as possible, but with your eyes without moving your head. You can switch arms. Beautiful. As we align our yin and our yang, our masculine and feminine energy, our right brain and our left brain. When you're ready, open your eyes. Notice how you feel, where you are. I invite you to drink lots of water today. And you can go outside and spend some time in nature. That is always good. The upgrades of the guides, you will process it for at least days to come. So expect magical synchronicities and shifts. The beauty of upgrading our spirit guides is that our intuition becomes stronger, and when we get a gut feeling to do something, we're certain that that is the right decision to make. So it makes every part of our life so much easier when we have strong guidance. Our business, our relationships, our homes. So you'll be processing this for a while. And I would invite you to do this journey no more than once a week. Okay? Be so present in the now that happiness is the only choice. Have that be your mantra that you place on your fridge. So present in the now. That's why it's called a present. It's the biggest gift.
I feel very present, but it was very powerful, and I think I need a few days to process.
Yeah,
Mm.
this is one of those. If you're drifting into sleep, that is perfectly fine. Well, allow yourself to take this time and drift into that sleep, or continue astral traveling and enjoy the gifts that are coming into your life as we speak. We are powerful creators, and you get to create your life, your realm, your field with every thought. That is how powerful you are. With that said, my heart goes to you, and I want to finish this journey with the words, I love you.
I
I
love
love you.
you.
Oh, look at
Love
the
you.
angels.
Love you.
Love you,
Love
love you, love
you.
Love
you.
you.